Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 15th. This week, we are going to jump right in here. Sure, we'll take all three. You have this counselor. It says, financial coach can help you reach your financial goals. It says, creative endeavors can help you improve your cash flow and collaborate or work as a team to boost your finances. So this is all about kind of like learning how to boost your finances with the help of other people, which comes up for you all the time, Taurus, so doesn't really surprise me. And you have the Ten of Pentacles. This looks amazing already. I kind of feel like you need to be a little bit more flexible, as always. I mean, you are a Taurus, not calling you out, but also I totally am. So, I think that you need to be more flexible with that Eight of Swords. Just see that there are, many ways to kind of do anything that you want to do, anything that you want to accomplish. And I think as long as you stay flexible, you'll be fine. But this looks really good. You have the Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and the Sun. The Ten of Pentacles is, of course, a card of a lot of success. I look at the Ten of Pentacles as the tree of life. And so it basically represents everything you want and desire in your life. It doesn't mean that you will have everything you want and desire in your life, but it does mean that it's always a worthy goal, I believe, to work towards having everything that you want and desire in your life. And so, again, a lot of you could be kind of like really putting the work in here and seeing a lot of success. Yeah, we see a lot of financial success for you here, Taurus. I think that you're trying to end a financial nightmare with that Nine of Swords. So, again, whatever challenges you've experienced over the past many years, as far as your finances are concerned, some of you might even have financial trauma, which I do think is like a real thing. If you keep experiencing the same thing over and over and over again, eventually that can cause trauma, right? So, some of you might have some, financial money blocks that you're working on and things like that. There are tons of free videos, by the way, about working on money blocks and removing money blocks. So, I would find some videos that you like and learn about it, right? And we're all different. So, people always ask me, what's the best advice for it? And, I don't know, what works for me might not work for you, number one. Number two, there are, like I said, there are tons of teachers that teach it, and, I think that you could probably find a couple that you really like, and that's what I would do there. But the Ten of Pentacles is just a card of great success. There's clearly some sort of big achievement coming in for you as well, Taurus. I mean, we have the World here, which is a big achievement coming in for you. You have the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is self-imposed restriction. Number one, actually, I kind of feel differently now that I've picked up the card. I feel some of you are seeing the places in your life where you have kept yourself stuck. And, because you're recognizing that, I feel like that is allowing you to set yourself free and probably making you more successful. So, I love that for you, Taurus. I think that you really could be setting yourself free here and finding a lot more success with the Eight of Swords. You have the Sun. And the Sun can represent attention. So the Sun shines a light on things that we need to pay attention to. It's a very good card, makes the whole entire reading more positive. It's like the best card in the tarot. But really, I look at the Sun as like a spotlight. It kind of shines a light on something that we need to pay attention to. And so what do you need to pay attention to? I would say your higher self. You could say that this is saying you need to pay attention to love. And obviously, if you want love, sure. But the Two of Cups is like you and your higher self, and it's you communicating with your higher self. So I do feel that you are being guided at this time by your higher self, and I just feel that the Sun is saying pay attention to signs, symbols, synchronicities, all that other good stuff. And sometimes I think people, I think we do get signs, symbols, synchronicities, but we're like, no, that can't be a sign, so send me another one, universe, right? And I feel like this is saying, no, if you think something's a sign, it's a sign. So, pay attention to that. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Wands. I mean, I think this is very Taurian energy, is wanting to build something that's very secure in life and then wanting to protect it. To me, that is Taurus in a nutshell in so many different ways. So I think that a lot of you probably do want to, it's like you do want to build a, I wouldn't call it necessarily a safety net, but I would say that that you want to build something in your life that is secure. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, I think your hard work is paying off. Everybody gets these cards of your hard work paying off. So again, we could be getting a little bit of a gift from the universe, all of us collectively over the next couple months that is like, hey, good job for all the work that you've been doing. So I don't know, it kind of feels like a collective breath of fresh air to me. And, that could be coming like this, end of this month or, over the next couple months, whatever it is, I'm not sure. But, I definitely feel that energy for a lot of people. With the Sun, you have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is resting, relaxing, recovering. Mercury retrograde, I think retrogrades are always an amazing time to rest, relax, recover, heal, do any of that stuff. So I think it's just a good time to work with that energy. Even in the next row of the unexpected, you have this chalice and it says rejuvenation and fulfillment. So a great time for healing. You have a serpent. It says a sly, subtle approach is needed. Everybody gets the Seven of Swords, for example, nowadays. And I think instead the universe has been trying to tell people that instead of going straight for something, instead of just trying to accomplish your goal, wish, or dream by kind of like going directly to it, like, is there a roundabout way? Is there, or it's not about a roundabout way. Is there just a more tactical, better way to do things? And I don't know. Like, you have to answer that question, Taurus. So I would say that, a sly, subtle approach is probably needed towards whatever you're trying to accomplish. Now you have the World, the Nine of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. The World, of course, is an accomplishment. You also show up on the World right here. So, we could say that your energy is coming in hot in this reading, which is a good thing. I feel there are a lot of things that you could be accomplishing over the next couple months. Some of you could be like traveling or moving as well with the World. So I do see a lot of success in doing that if that's what you're doing. I also feel some of you are going through some sort of energetic portal. I always say in the major arcana, we go from the Fool to the World, and then we just start all over again as a Fool. So whenever I have the World, but not the Fool, and even sometimes when I do, it really suggests to me that you are kind of like creating a new world for yourself. You are doing things that is creating, it's like you're creating your own new little universe, right? And I think that would be amazing for you, Taurus. You have the Nine of Swords. It's like I think Taurus also needs to realize that the things that you are worrying about or the issues that you think you're going to have are really just like spiritual PTSD, It's like I think that you are just worried about things that used to happen, but probably aren't going to happen any longer. And even if something does happen, you've already dealt with it before. And I think that's what you need to realize is that sometimes I think we fear things that we've been through that, no doubt about it. Maybe we have dealt with something that really sucked, but we fear going through it again. But what you need to realize is you've done it before. So that immediately makes it like 10 times easier for you to do it again. So not only do I think you're ending cycles of things that, yes, they used to happen, but not only do I think things probably aren't going to happen again, but I also feel like even if things that were a challenge come up, you already know how to handle them much more quickly. So it's not even going to be that big of a deal, You have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords about seeing things clearly. Again, number one, I feel that you need to pay attention to your higher self with the Two of Cups. Definitely could be love coming in for you. I mean, you have the Success and Love card, and the Two of Cups could be a perfect match. But I also feel you really need to pay attention to like that spiritual side of yourself right now. With the World, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Yep, definitely getting rewards for your achievements. You have the Eight of Pentacles twice in this reading. Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastering your craft. It's a card of like apprenticeship, learning how to master your craft. But he is almost done. He only has like one more pentacle here that he needs to work on after this one, and he will be done with what he is working on. So, again, just like another card that really says your hard work is paying off or your hard work is about to pay off. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Tower. Every single person has had the Tower. Again, crazy. Blowing my mind, these readings in April, because like every single one has had towers. So, there could be global tower moments going on, which we've already seen a bunch since this started happening. But there will probably be more. The other thing is that, again, I would be careful of like a person coming back from the past, or I would be careful to avoid something that has been a never-ending nightmare. I like to remind people as well that you're not watching tarot so that I can say like, oh, you're going to have a tower moment and you're screwed, right? You're watching tarot. The whole point of tarot is that this is the energy that exists, and now you can work with it. You're not, tarot is not a prison sentence. So, yes, there could be, the Tower with the Nine of Swords basically says, do not repeat something. If you have something, it could be anything that comes up this week that reminds you of a past situation, does not have to be love, could be any mistake that you've ever made ever. The Tower basically says, you've already learned the reality of the situation, so pay attention to what you have learned. So if you feel like you're about to repeat a mistake, the answer is you probably are. And so just listen to that inner voice, and you can completely avoid the Tower, right? With the Queen of Swords, you have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, I would open up here. Like, again, if you're interested in a person, you have a Success and Love card as well. If you're interested in a person or looking for love, I think you have to open up here, plain and simple. The Nine of Wands is like the wounded warrior, but, he needs to open up one more time, right? It's a card of perseverance and not giving up. In the area of what's coming towards you, You have this expectation card. It says hoping, waiting, yearning, longing, contemplation, observing, patience, keeping tabs. So again, if you're waiting for a person to magically read your mind and approach you, might not happen. Again, I would learn how to flirt or, throw spitballs at them or something. Like something's got to happen here. Or communicate, right? That's what big people do. You have this success in love card. Says romance, love, falling in love, new love, successful outcome in love. So again, if you're asking about love, I feel that there is clearly going to be some sort of positive connection. I've been getting a lot of love readings in the month of April, and which is weird, but it is what it is. So the energy has been coming up quite a bit. And again, if you want love, obviously it's a good month for love. If you don't want love, this could also be something that you do love. So, again, remember, general reading. I'm reading for a bunch of you. And this could just be, and even if you want love, right? All of you, this could just be something that you are matching up with. Again, Two of Cups is a perfect match, no doubt about it. But Two of Cups is you and your higher self. It is you communicating with your higher self. This right here is the Staff of Hermes. The Staff of Hermes represents Mercury, which represents communication. So you could be communicating with a new person, but also, again, you could be communicating with yourself, and your higher self could be telling you, like, hey, there's this opportunity, a new beginning, or whatever the world 10 of Pentacles thing is here, which could be like something that's very secure for you. So this could be like a new business, new job opportunity, whatever. And I think that there are signs and symbols. Like my intuitive feeling here is that the universe is delivering signs and symbols, but maybe you are saying to yourself, like, oh no, that can't be a sign or a symbol. I need something else. I feel like the universe keeps knocking on your door here. And it's like maybe you're not paying attention to it or seeing it, or maybe it's just not like what you're used to. So I would wake up here, Taurus, right? You have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is conflict and competition. Again, this is a really good card. It's a card of like learning from competition. The Five of Wands, these people are in competition, but they're using sticks to fight. They're not using swords. So it's really a card of like learning how to fight. And I feel like that could be what's going on here with the Five of Wands, is that you could be learning how to fight. You have the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles here. Four of Pentacles is holding on too tightly to the past. Five of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold. I think everybody needs to change their story right now, but you are like the number one person who always gets this message of changing your story. So it's like Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles would be holding on to the old story that you can't do something or that you're not strong enough to do something. Five of Pentacles says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. Literally the solution, because I'm a solutions-based tarot reader, I'm going to start saying that because, people always say like, oh, you only read positive and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, tarot isn't negative or positive. Tarot is advice. You either take it or leave it, and it is what it is, right? So it's like not positive or negative. I just provide solutions instead of saying like, oh, you're screwed. You're going to have a tower moment. You might as well just like go curl up in a ball in your closet and eat a bunch of donuts, right? That's not very helpful. So the solution to the Five of Pentacles is to not call attention to your weaknesses. The solution is to focus on your strengths. And that's what I would do there with the Five of Pentacles. And again, there's a part of your story that you have to change. And that's what I would do there. With the Five of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles, you have the World again. Are you kidding? Exactly what I said. To accomplish this, I think you need to focus on your strengths. And also, I think you need to start telling the story to yourself, about the new world that you want to exist, whatever that is for you. With the Five of Wands, you have the Death card. Death is a major transformation. So I feel like there could be a major transformation coming in for you with the Death card. This transformation could be anything. Could be you letting go of something from the past and moving towards something new. And, it could also you be looking at something with bright eyes or fresh eyes. Is that what I'm getting? I think that's really what this is saying. It's not really a transformation. It's not like you're transforming past something. I just think you're looking at something that you're trying to accomplish. You go like this. I'll show you here. Sorry. You have the World, Eight of Pentacles, down to the Two of Wands. He has the whole world in his hands on the Two of Wands. I think that this is like a fresh perspective, or you seeing something from a new perspective, especially if you're working towards an accomplishment. Like, and that accomplishment could be anything, like some sort of goal, wish, or dream. And the other thing I want to remind people is people always ask me, they're like, I don't have a goal, wish, or dream. I'm always like, get one, right? It's like this week hasn't happened yet if you're watching this early. And even if it has, you still have time. So I would try to accomplish something small even, because again, when we work with the energy, we get rewarded. So, that's what I would do here. I would work with the energy, and I think you're seeing something with fresh eyes. With the Two of Cups, you have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is quick success coming in for you. And again, if this is love, this could be quick success with a new person. You've been getting love with me, I'm pretty sure, for a while. So there definitely could be a solid love connection here, and it would move forward very quickly. Again, but another card of communication. So either you're communicating with your higher self, or you need to communicate with a person, right? Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this fiery beginnings. It says you're on the brink of a real breakthrough. Follow your heart and live your passion. Literally every single reading I've ever done for you over the past 6 months, right? You have this lone wolf card. Says listen to your inner wolf and embrace your sacred wild nature, that thirst for freedom. So you have a thirst for freedom. Uranus Jupiter conjunction in your sign, right? Coming up, or happening. And, that is going to be amazing for you setting yourself free, or, finding new ways of setting yourself free, especially financially, I feel, for you here, Taurus. So anything you want to do financially would be really, really nice. You have the Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Again, Two of Pentacles and the good stuff to me is a settlement. And so this could be literally a settlement, like a legal settlement, insurance payout. But it could also be like more the universe settling with you, as in you've put a lot of work into something and now you're getting the reward for what you've been working on. I do think it's important that you also make sure to have fun with the Two of Pentacles as well. You have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is mastering a craft. So Eight of Pentacles is putting work into something and getting a future result. So I feel like there are results coming in for you with the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is a card of apprenticeship. It's like you've been learning to do something. You've been learning something for a very long time, and now you're getting a result. So I think that's what you need to pay attention to, is the results you're getting. I also think you need to pay attention to things that you work on that provide a result and double down on those things. You have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is about taking the lead in your life. And he also has a whole world in his hands. So normally I would say that the Two of Wands kind of represents needing to leave a comfort zone, or needing to leave behind something that is a comfort zone. But it's coming up in the good stuff. So I feel for a lot of you that you are. I feel like you have the world twice as well. There are clearly major achievements coming in for you, or a big breakthrough. This card, what did it say again? It said something about on the brink of a real breakthrough. So I think that you're on the edge of a major breakthrough here that you're about to have, and it's going to come through you taking the lead. And, I really like this. And also changing your story, like I said. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Sun. Love it. Best card in the deck. And you have the Sun twice. So clearly there's a lot of happiness, joy, good things coming in for you. I would pay attention to the Sun as well. The Sun, I always say, it shines a light on something we need to pay attention to. So if you're doing something in work and you really enjoy it, it might be the Sun trying to get your attention and say, double down on this. This is good. Same thing in love and everything else. Pay attention to your attention, right? With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups. Yes, if you are attracting love, definitely a person who really wants to put in the work. It could be a fire sign that you're attracting. It could be another fixed sign as well. I'm getting Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo. I've seen it work. So, people always ask me, and I think sun sign compatibility is BS anyway. So, I wouldn't judge someone based off their sun sign. There's a lot more to a person than just their sun sign. But what I would say here is that, again, I think you could be attracting a person. I also feel that this is your higher self trying to guide you in work and be like, hey, pay attention to these, new ideas in work. They're going to be much more successful. With the Two of Wands, you have the Ten of Swords. Coming up in the good stuff, I think the Ten of Swords is a good card anyway, because, to me, Ten of Swords is about letting go of something that is dead. This guy right here is a rotting, stinking corpse, as I always say. He is definitely dead. And it basically just represents needing to move on to something new. So, I think that, but again, it's coming up in the good stuff. So, Ten of Swords and the good stuff can be a blessing in disguise, or you realizing that something was a blessing in disguise as well. You have this love card. There you go. Definitely could be love coming in for you. You have this carrot. It says opportunity or windfall. I think there's a big opportunity for a breakthrough. You're on the brink of a breakthrough, like that card says. And I think that it could clearly lead to a windfall. Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles twice, the Sun twice. I mean, really, really nice here, Taurus. You have this vulture. It says depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. I would get out of your head. Everybody gets this card or something. This deck's a little dramatic, but it has a bunch of cards that are very similar to this. And, they've been coming up more than usual. So I would let those fears go. You have this bridge card that says successfully overcoming a problem. Yeah, so if there are any worries or concerns that you're having, I think that you'll easily be able to overcome any issues that you're dealing with. I really do feel that we are in a reorganization time anyway. I mean, it's Mercury retrograde, during Mercury retrogrades, and also never mind the eclipse that we had. I'm shooting this on the day after the eclipse, so never mind the eclipse, which can, I think that eclipse energy can definitely cause us to make room for something greater. I think that in a lot of ways, that's a whole point of having eclipses, is that we can make a sacrifice or let go of something so that we can have something better. So that's what I feel. You also have this carriage card. It says a journey, either physical or mental. Some of you are clearly going on a journey. I mean, you have the world twice. So if you're traveling or moving or any of that stuff, it looks really, really good to me. So I think there's a lot of good energy going on here. But this looks amazing here, Taurus. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.